we're back on Born Before 64, and, you know, Caryn and I both get so excited about everything she has, but, you know, I'm really kind of, I don't know what the word is, I'm abstract in a sense.
Yeah.
But I love these gorgeous, gorgeous abstracts. Would you call these abstracts?
Yeah.
On wood. Mm-hmm. Now, this is the Star of David, and what's this, Caryn?
This is just a shape. I was just kind of playing around with the different shape and then painting it, and then I put the metallics on it. And once it's, you know, if it's hung up on the wall, it's kind of a neat, just a neat, you know, just abstract shape.
But show us the one with the crosses. This is gorgeous.
Now this one's absolutely amazing. Once I started doing like the wine cork one, these I started doing where these are actually wood crosses right here, and then I kept layering and layering, and then I embedded crosses into here. So these pieces like this take a really long time because you have to keep letting them dry. But so I put some of the crosses into it in the different shapes.
And the red could be the tears or the blood. Mm-hmm. You know, of Christ through the cross. That's gorgeous.
And the way it changes in the different lights. It's pretty.
Turn it, Caryn, that way, so you can see the light cast on it.
Yeah.
Wow, and then do the back of it.
Well, that's not too pretty on the back of it.
That's all right. That's all right.
I wouldn't do the back on that one. Yeah, delete that part. That's not
all right.
The back of that's not very pretty.
Okay.
Then, I guess I should show like.
Okay, I'm going to put these down now.
Okay,
Can I put these down?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I put.
Okay, this goes here. And this goes up here. I'll just put that right here.
Yeah.
Right now. But what's this, Caryn?
So I do a lot of photography too, and it's very hard to keep up with everything. This is something my digital designers did with the oil rig too. They put, you know, fake fillet, which is usually metal, and a fake mat. So we call this one the concrete one, but it saves people a lot of money because once you know, take it out of the plastic, put it in a nice frame, it saves a lot not having to get it, you know, custom frame. So it depends on the piece.
Right.
This is one of my, I took a lot of photographs of some bicycles, and then they just kind of digitally did some fun things. We have about 8 or so from this series.
Wow.
And from my photography, but I'm trying to get organized with that because I have photographs from like all over the world that I've taken, and I'm trying to get them organized so I can get them onto the website. But it's
how long does it technically take you to do a piece, just a simple piece? Is there something that you do like in an hour, 2 hours, or what does it take?
No,
it's not like that at all.
Because we put most of our paintings are really labor intensive. We just do a lot of layers on them, so it's not just, you know, if you're just putting down 2 or 3 colors, and I'm trying to see if there's something that's more simplistic in this room.
Right.
That some of those would not take, you know, as long, but we put a lot of labor into our work.
Right.
And something like this here didn't take very long. And I have 2 from that series left, but that didn't take long. It's not layered. It's not time consuming, you know.
Well, the one right over there is time consuming.
That's very
right?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because that is layered.
Yeah.
And you can see how it comes out like a 3D look.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, like this one I had a friend that it was her 13th year anniversary, so she said, I want bright colors, I want, you know, something with hearts in it, and I want the 13 in it. So I made 2 of these. And so she picked which one she wanted, and then this one I just kept working on and layering it and left it. But it's very different than most of my other stuff. It's very bright.
Right.
But something like this, like these are very simple. These are, you know, these don't take very long, you know, to do these. But you can do some of our work that is this small has as much work as large pieces.
Right.
And so they can be very, very time consuming. Trying to find something else, and this is this here is this piece I did. This is very layered also, and I took a canvas and I had it framed. I just kind of like the look of it, but it's one of my textures one that's actually on a regular canvas, and then we framed it up. And so we do so many different styles. This one I really like. This one would just finish this up. This one my mother does the paintings of the flowers and the abstracts and the abstract landscapes, and this one I finished up and added metallic to it, so it's actually a combination of hers and mine because we sometimes will paint on the same painting, so that's a combination of
now
both
let me
ours.
ask you about this. This is gorgeous. I love this. What is this?
This is a sample. The originals we sold, so this is just a sample. The originals actually were 3 triptych these colors, and so we are showing this to a client. We just digitally put these with it, and this is not going to the way it will look later. We want to kind of test
really
out
like
colors.
this to put in a frame for someone that we talked about.
Yeah.
That would be something really exciting to put up on the wall.
Yeah, and we're going to change it because this person had wanted flowers from different countries. So this is just a sample. That's not what it's going to look like as a finished product.
Okay.
So this is one of my aunts in Boston. She's an artist too. We have 5 artists in our family, and she does mostly watercolors and pastels, and like scenes like florals and landscapes. She doesn't really do abstracts. So we take over the abstract part.
You take over the abstract part of it. Okay, so what else do we see now?
And this one's just a fun little, abstract I did, kind of like that large one that sold over there, where I put a lot of layers onto it, and then people will come, and the designers like these kind of pieces because they'll take the small pieces and, put a larger mat on and frame it, and it makes a great statement once they're done. So I have a lot of ones that are just in little sleeves that people can go pick their frames and...
Right, so show this wall of beautiful paintings.
This is just kind of a mishmash of different art.
Right.
It's kind of, some of these are, high quality frames, and some of them aren't. So, so framing alone can cost a fortune. I mean, it can cost, especially larger pieces. But so I try to have price points for all different people. We kind of try to cover all different budgets. So. Some of the floater frames, like these can be, like a reveal floater frame. These are expensive because of the way they have to put them together, but it's fun because you can kind of see the sides of the painting.
Oh, that's exciting. I like that.
So some people call them floater frames, other people call them reveals. And but that's one type of framing. There's also, this is a sample I keep up of a wrapped linen, which is very expensive. But it's a beautiful way. They wrap it either around like a foam core or a piece of a board, and then they have to iron the fabric onto it. So it's very expensive, but it makes a great statement. We have had some of the very large pieces done on that.
Let's talk about the bicycles. Did you put
that's on my photography.
On that?
That was over in Holland, and then I put it in a linen mat, so it just kind of smartens the piece up. And you can do, regular mats or the linen type. You can do, the velvety kind of mats. Or this is kind of, I guess they call it like a French type of cut mat, where they put the other line in it. This is actually a good sample of different, styles. And a lot of people come in and they take them out of these frames and they put whatever else they want on them. So it's, not necessarily...
Let's go to the back wall where you have some really interesting pieces back there.